two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Wasting no time. Corral going to the air. He'll get this one to Pittman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Corral. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Corral with it on first down. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Here we go, here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
12, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Going for it on 4th down. Corral.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
the middle. Here's Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Corral.
Pushes him over.
And he'll find Pittman.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On first down, Corral.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Throwing here, Corral. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Corral on 3rd and goal.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1, right?
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Once again, they run with Mixon, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Corral.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 3rd down, Corral.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to roam now.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Second down and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. From the gun, it's Taylor.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor. Second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
on two. Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
But, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty, 11 Thomas, 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
11 Mighty, 11 Mighty, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
going to give this to Mixon.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
11 MT.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Hey, we gotta go score. Hey, stop.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And Burrow going to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Not sure if he was looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Here's Corral.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off play action. Here's Corral. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Corral eluding the pressure right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And that one results in 35 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion right here, Boyd. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
11, Thomas. 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
11 MT.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air again, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Stop.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Get set. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11.
Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Corral to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session.
Corral going to sneak it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort